Hello again, my friends. We're back to sample more great American craft beers with Kyle. Beer reviews with Kyle. Here's my third review of the day. Here's my fourth review of the day. Fourth and final review, excuse me. I got a treat for us today. I have a beer here from the Alaskan Brewing Company. The Alaskan Brewing Company. This is the Mocha Milk Stout. Now, they're located out of Juneau, Alaska. A pretty good company, folks. Some few decent beers, and then they had one of the better. I mentioned, when I started my first amber ale, I failed to mention Alaska's amber ale. That's one of the better ones. A couple of good IPAs. This is a stout brewed with coffee from the Heritage Coffee Company. It checks in at 7% alcohol by volume. Again, a milk stout. Most milk stouts are between 6 and 8, so that's probably right. Not a whole lot on the bottle. Nice woolly mammoth there logo. Like I said, these guys make some quality brews. The amber ale is nice. I had the Husky IPA from them, which was an IPA basically brewed with mosaic hops, and of course that's what I'm getting into. Here's the Alaskan Brewing Company bottle cap there, and this is actually my first Alaskan Brewing Company review. I've had several of their beers, as I've said. I do have some glassware, kind of generic glassware, but it is an Alaskan Brewing Company glass. I thought it was cool that they got into Ohio. They've been touted as one of the better breweries out west, and talked to the rep, and obviously every brew rep's going to say, "Oh, we committed to quality," and that's what he was telling me. But if you get into some of their one-off beers, and this is one of them, this is the pilot series. This is where this company excels. The amber ale's good. Their winter ale is good. They have a white beer that's okay. They're drinkable. I think the amber's really good. That's their flagship, and this is where most breweries do thrive. You get into these one-offs, these bomber series, smaller production, just more time to fine craft a beer. Every brewery's doing it, so pretty cool. I mean, who does not like Alaska? I mean, everybody in the country likes Alaska, right? So let's go ahead and get a pour on the nose on the Mocha Milk Stout, brewed with coffee from the Heritage Coffee Roasting Company. Not sure what Heritage Coffee is. I have to look them up and see where we're at with this. This is a bomber, so I'm going to go ahead and get just a slight pour on this. Nice dark color, yeah. And I'm getting into more into milk stouts, typically because they're not as heavy, less ABV. Some of the bourbon barrel aged stouts, 10-12%. You drink one of them, you're buzzed. B, you're full. This is the least lighter, and you're full. And they're still quality beers with flavor. So there's about a half a glass. Look at that dark color. That is definitely a brownish, blackish color. Let's get get an aroma here. Deep roasted malts, some chocolate malts. I get a lot of coffee flavor, yeah. Get a little bit of hint of mocha. This does say mocha. I want to say cheers to the brewers at Alaskan Brewing Company for the hard work they produce into every barrel and producing this fine beer. And let's say cheers to all my viewers. I'm over the 100 mark, fourth of the day. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. It just it feels like this is good in a different way because the coffee's not overwhelming. I actually don't get I barely don't get any coffee. I mean, very, 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 very subtle amount of the and going down now, perhaps. And I kind of like that, though. I've had a lot of coffee stouts where the coffee, even with the founder of Sumatra Mountain, where I like coffee, but it's just overblown, over the top with coffee beans. I think they got it. See, this is where I'm going to be an asshole when I nitpick, because I feel like, I think this is not it. Well, I feel like this is not. It's just good because it's not overdone. I thought there could be a little more. Yeah, this might be too less. Do I get a mocha flavor here? Let's see. Rich chocolate malts. That coffee's flavor going down at the end. So they pair it, the coffee finish on this. Nice mocha flavor. This beer isn't wowing me. It's drinkable. It was $8 for a bomber, which isn't terrible. No, that's reasonable for a 22-ounce bomber, and the fact that it's being shipped, from Alaska. I can really respect that price. But again, not a lot of coffee. Some good roasted malts in there. With a nice hint of Mocha. It's a good beer. Probably a B beer. Again, I don't think it's awful. I would drink this again, but I'm not gonna wow it. Gonna go with a B on this. Yeah. Expected a little more, but it's drinkable and serviceable. So my good buddy Zach Rogers said the other day, he's like, milk stouts are getting just so run of the mill. You don't only so much you can do with coffee in a milk stout. So many brewers are trying with different coffee flavors and amounts of malts. I mean, this is nice. I mean, if you're a stout lover, try this. I mean, you may like it. I don't think this is not a elite beer that I'm going nuts over. Yeah, the coffee comes in at the end right there. So, very drinkable, serviceable beer. I'll give it a B. And that's going to do it for tonight. I do have a sweet baby Jesus, but I'm going to let that sit. And watch a little Reds baseball and hit the hay road on a big weekend trip. So, that's going to do it, folks. Cheers. And life's too short. They must be happy. Drink American craft beer. See you guys. Until next time. Cheers.